this is trouble, isn't it? I could tell from the moment they walked in, and we do have not one, but two members of Coldplay, Chris and Johnny. Welcome to the show.
Other than Bjorn and Benny.
But you don't have the facial hair. Not quite. Johnny's attempting it, though.
You did look a bit like him.
How the devil are you two?
Very well.
And how you been keeping over the last couple of weeks? When did you finish the album?
Oh, will it ever really be finished? Do we have to talk about that?
Yeah, just very quickly. I just want to know what you've been up to since you finished it. You finished
We've
it.
We've been rehearsing like monkeys.
Have you? How do monkeys rehearse?
They did very hard in the forum.
So this is for impending gigs and stuff.
Yeah, tomorrow or the next day. When are we next playing? Wednesday.
And these are sort of in the run-up to... Actually, you've got a Meltdown gig, haven't you?
Yeah, David Bowie, however you pronounce it.
A personal invitation, was it?
He rang Johnny up and said, "No, John."
He said,
he said, "It's Mick here. David wants you to play."
I thought you were going to do that. Oh, John, I'm only dancing.
Oh, yeah. Well, we gave it to you, see. It's set up as a classic serve and volley.
Straight and funny men all around. And what about, you're a Flaming Lips fan. Did you catch up with Wayne from the Flaming Lips when he was in town last week, Mr. Martin?
No.
No, you didn't?
No, I don't like him.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I was doing a video thing with Fault Line.
Oh, right, okay.
And Wayne came, but I went up to get some food, and we passed like ships in the night.
In the night. He had a very nice beige suit on.
Did you see him?
I did. I saw him for a very quick drink, actually. Yeah, he was in very fine form.
I couldn't go because I had to go to the Met Bar and meet Tamara Beckwith.
Well, later
Tara Palmer Tompkins.
Later on, we'll be playing Call My Bluff with Chris from Coldplay. Which one? We've got loads of questions. You want to do a couple of these?
Yeah,
I think so.
We met at college. Should we get that out of the way?
No, let's not do that one. You've got a lot of fans called Laura Bolton, who's in Philadelphia in Pennsylvania, USA. Says, could you just pass this one on to Chris and the rest of the band? That USA, this is all in capital letters. This bit that says USA loves Coldplay. Can't wait for the tour. When are you going to the States?
We're going in August, I think.
Yeah.
Are you? You going anywhere near Philadelphia, do you know?
I have no idea.
So. But after that, we're going on tour with Ash in America.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be something, isn't it?
It'll be great, I think.
Because it's nice to go with a bunch of, people that you get on with. Because you got quite chummy with Ash, didn't you, during the festival season last year, wasn't it?
We're pals. We exchanged bracelets. Colours where Tim knitted me one and I made him one. It was lovely.
Lovely. Question for Chris Martin. Are you planning on growing the afro hairstyle back?
I can't because I can't.
Because it's in your contract not to?
No, it's slightly receding.
And how much...
And I look like Rutger Hauer.
No. How much...
Johnny's grown his though.
You can't tell under that.
Lift your hair up.
How much electric and how much acoustic guitar is on the new album, says John as well. Because we're all looking forward to this new record.
Dead air. Yeah. Well, you go on to it, John. You play electric.
Some electric.
Some acoustic. And for the first time ever on record,
just
a tuba. We're making it up as we go along.
It's a
We can't remember, man. There's a lot of electric.
It's amazing.
Some acoustic, but we double-track the acoustics. Do you want us to get all technical?
No, it's just it's a revealing insight. There's some of each. That's the answer to that question, John. But also, Glastonbury Festival is coming up for you. Didn't you say, when you played last time on stage, didn't you say, we'll be back headlining here in a year or 2 years during your set, didn't you?
Really?
Yeah,
Someone else said that the other day. Did we? Did we say that?
Careful what you wish for. Some of these things may come true.
To be honest with you, the reason why we're acting all jovial and sort of happy is because we just forgot about the impending doom that could be Glastonbury. We're enjoying our last couple of weeks of, success before we get bottled off stage. No, but to be honest with you, that's why we've been rehearsing from dawn till dusk and through again, and haven't we? We are actually cacking ourselves, but in a good way.
It's a challenge, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's taking us to the next level at Glastonbury. But
in all seriousness, that's all we've been thinking about for the last 10 months, and it's informed the record, and it's everything that we've been doing has been sort of building up to the fact that we didn't really believe that anyone believed in us, and then we were driving in the car with Michael Eavis. He picked us up because we were playing the Pilton Fete, which happens every August, and he was sitting in the front with his wife, Mrs. Eavis, and John and I were in the back, and he said, "Yeah, I'm planning." I can't remember how he speaks. He always said, "I'm planning." Who are? Because he's the farmer. He said, "I'm planning Glastonbury, and would you guys want to do the Friday?" and we said, "Okay." And since then, we've been building up to it. This was about a year ago.
Right, so and in a way then, that's been the whole thing at the back of your mind.
It's been the thing to aim for, because we didn't want to be anything less than good.
Well, at least it gave you a deadline to finish the album. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you could have still been there.
Well, you came to see us when we were in disarray, and
I had to say, to be honest, I was surprised by your football skills.
really,
Yeah, you've got a couple of good footballers in your band.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fancy taking you on as a member of the Five
I
Aside.
know.
I mean, just very quickly, and we won't talk about the album now, but a lot of people have said, after the success of the first one, actually going in and making another record, do you make this one just for yourself as much as anything? Because it doesn't matter, does it?
It matters more than anything else in the world, you know. As far as we're concerned, we've got everything to prove. In all seriousness and all.
So it's like a clean slate, isn't it?
Yeah, because we're given this one chance, and we'll never get this sort of chance again. And we either thought we'd descend into cocaine and mid-level obscurity, or we'll get good. And we've been trying to get good, and we've been having singing lessons, and we've been working all the time. And Johnny's got about 15 new ways of playing guitar, and so we've been not wanting to waste our opportunity. You know what I mean?
Okay, we should just say a very quick hi to everyone who's on Coldplay's message board, including loads of people who... I'm from Wisconsin, USA. I think this is Elizabeth, but everyone's tuned in to listen to the new single, which you've brought us, which is very nice. Yeah. And graffitied, but it's very sweet. So was it always going to be the single? It's In My Place. Had it been earmarked as a single as you were working through the album, or...?
Well, we kind of thought it was, and then we thought that we started.
It's been like the most hard thing we've ever done. It's interesting because it's 3.5 minutes long or whatever, and we've literally spent, I reckon, over 200 hours on that song, and it still sounds rubbish. No, it doesn't. No, but we spent an awful long time trying to get it right, because we did it too slow, and then we did it too fast, and then we did it too aggressive, and then we did it sound like Papa Roach, and then it sounded like Will Young, and then it's been through every form of musical thing possible, and then eventually we got it to sound like Coldplay, and then we released it. Cheers, bye.
And that's the new single. Yeah. Is it representative of the album for people who haven't heard it?
It's just representative of Will Champion, the drummer of Coldplay, becoming great.
Listen to those drums.
It's the first song since something recent to have drums at the start. What's that Oasis song?
You couldn't really...
Cigarettes and Alcohol. No. That one.
Okay.
Come on, what's it called? Live Forever, yeah.
All right, and so there's some bits and pieces. We'll talk about Oasis while this record's playing, because I don't want to get into the arguments here over this new record. Actually, because I did. So this is just turning into name drop fest now, isn't it? But I did see Oasis on Friday, rehearsing for their tour, which starts today.
They let you in rehearsals.
They did, and you'll be able to hear that on the show at some point, but not now, because now it is. Can you do that drum roll again?
What drum roll?
Come on. No, the bit with it.
I can't do drum rolls. I'm hip hop.
Johnny, drum roll. World exclusive on Radio 1 for the first time anywhere.
Please sound good.
All the Coldplay fans out there.
I can't listen to this.
It's the new Coldplay single. This is In My Place.
It's not evergreen, is it?
Some lovely strings on the end of that, though, isn't there?
Oh man, I can't listen to that. I shouldn't say that, obviously, because it's a world exclusive. All I hear is pain. The amount of pain in that song. I hope someone likes it. Please call up if you like it.
You can let us know. Why don't you? Steve Lamacq at bbc.co.uk. Text us 07764 100 100. I'm going to fade you out now, Chris Martin. Chris and Johnny, thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, what? So you don't like it, so now we have to go. Can we not just do a plug for Songbird by Oasis?
Yeah, you can.
Can't we talk a little longer so we can just forget about the pain?
No. We have other people.
Other things to do. We've got to play some.
We've got other people to entertain. We've got Fallacy Infusion coming up in the live lounge.
Really?
Tell us very quickly. This have you heard the whole Oasis album?
I've had an exclusive.
Is it true that Liam actually serenaded you with Songbird in a dressing room?
Sort of. Yeah. I don't want to name drop, but I do know Winona Ryder. No, I don't. No, I think, I'm not sure if he realised it was me or whether he was just doing it to anyone. I took it
It happened to be in the way.
An exclusive. But I did get Songbird in my ear about a year and a half ago, backstage at one of our gigs. And he came out going, I got a little songbird in my mind, I wish I wanted. And I remember the melody for a year and a half, and then finally it was on their album.
If only I could.
And on ours.
If only you could see. He sounds nothing like him, but when he does that thing where he holds his hand behind his back,
we can sound like Liam, but I just don't want to get offered another Stars in Their Eyes. Because we've already been on it. And
I know, and your Billy Joel is rubbish. Chris Martin from Coldplay, thank you very much
and
for
what about
coming in.
Johnny
Johnny for coming in, thank you very much to the Coldplay boys.
Bye.